Hi guys, so today I'm at NASA Auto Mall. We usually come this place to check out Ferrari, Maserati, sometimes Kia and Peugeot, but of course as we all know now, Kia and Peugeot has now moved to another distributor. So today we are here for a different brand, and it's Suzuki. We are here to, as we all know, NASA has taken up the Suzuki franchise, and the first car that they will be launching is this, the Suzuki Swift Sport.
Save about 500 bucks.
You save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
3,000, 4,000.
215, even more.
It's for 200 bucks.
400 bucks of savings.
No, I can't see straight when I'm falling down. No, I can't see straight when I'm falling down.
Okay, so now I'm driving the Swift Sport. Well, only inside the confines of the NASA compound, but I must say it exudes plenty of pleasant sensations. So I don't think I'm able to get this car anywhere beyond 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, but the fact is, this car, it just oozes fun all out. So you see, the thing with Suzuki cars is this: they are mechanically very simple. Suzuki builds cars, all right, without a lot of complication. So, but the thing is this: in a way, it's like that home cooked meal, whereby every ingredient, all right, is honed to such a fine degree of perfection that that you don't need a lot of elements in it to be good, all right? Because you feel like every little element in this car is fine-tuned to such a degree that the whole thing works together in perfect unison, all right? So like you see right now, I am just going about within the compounds of NASA Auto Mall, but the car just exudes, so much pleasant sensations. The steering, the throttle, the brakes, even the gear lever. All right, this car is just such a delight to operate. Okay, and I don't think there's any other car out there that will give you this much fun within the confines of a narrow compound. So powering this Swift Sport here is a 1.4 liter turbo engine that makes about 140 horsepower, which is not much, but this thing weighs only 970 kilos. So it's a hoot, all right? It goes, and the thing is that you have that. This car gives you the kind of confidence whereby you see even a tiny gap, all right? You are not worried to chuck it, to chuck it around. Okay, I honestly, I'm driving this car a bit too fast within the confines of a tight compound, but it's just so much fun. It's so the thing is that, right, at 145,000 ringgit, it's not cheap, all right, given the amount of performance it has, but you know, it gives you the feeling of a happy little puppy that is just so eager to please. All right, and yeah, you know, people will be saying that this car at 145,000 ringgit doesn't have ADAS, it doesn't have a lot of features, but you see, that's the whole point, because this thing weighs 970 kilos. You put in ADAS, you put in this, you put in that, it's going to weigh more than a ton, and that's going to blunt the fun factor by quite a bit. This thing is just a giggle to drive. I really can't wait to try this out in an open road one day, once they register, you know, a road-going media test car. But you see, the thing is that, right, they don't make cars like this anymore. They don't make cars whereby that gives you that sensation of mechanical purity, of mechanical integrity. You know, everything now is just so, you know, electronic this, electronic that, but this car still gives you the feeling that the engineers value and preserve, value and cherish, you know, mechanical fine-tuning, right? And that is precious, that is rare. I mean, never have I been so amused, you know, with a test drive in such a confined compound. This car is fun. I'm really looking forward for the opportunity to try this out in the open. But I guess for now this will have to do, and well, I look forward to share it with you guys more about this car when it's launched. Okay, but right now all we know, this car, and oh yeah, one more thing, this car has a 6-speed automatic transmission, not a CVT. So yeah, the whole driving feel of this car, well, it's a more natural feeling than a proper CVT. So this is a car which you really have a lot of proper fun with. Now there will also be questions, why isn't there a manual version? Simply put is, would you believe it, it's cost. Because the last time, and this is of course NASA being burned before, they were saying that the last time with the Peugeot 208 GTI, the Peugeot 308 GTI, Peugeot RCZ, when they brought in manual versions, the first 10-15 years they brought in always sell out. But after that, you know, they bring in another batch, all those cars just sit there struggling to find buyers. So they are a bit hesitant to take that risk again with the Swift Sport. You see, the thing is, because their consideration is not just about telling the principal, hey, I want to bring in 10-15 manual cars, but when you commit to offering the manual, you also have to commit to bringing in the equipment to service the cars. Because wait, if I still got some more to talk, I'm just going to drive some more, right? So because, you know, not only when you are, because the thing is that it's not just about selling the car, but also having the equipment to service the car. When you have, of course, when you have automatic transmission, you have to regularly change the fluid, but so does a manual transmission has a fluid, and that requires different tools to access. And with a manual transmission car, you also always have to deal with the clutch plate. You have to prepare the equipment that will open up the engine and transmission to change the clutch plate. All right. So with that, when you need to invest that level of equipment, bringing in only 10 cars, you know, doesn't make sense. So where Suzuki is concerned, or NASA is concerned, the only way they can justify, you know, internally justify bringing in a manual is that they know at the back of their head, if they were to bring the car in, they'll be able to sell at least, you know, 200-300 cars. And are there 200-300 of you guys out there ready to put money down on a Suzuki Swift Sport with a manual transmission at say 140 or 138,000 ringgit. I mean, if you are, Suzuki would love, NASA would love to hear from you guys. Okay, but yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you guys from this now. This is the Suzuki Swift Sport, a very I would say a delightful, fun little car. And yes, the price is a bit steep, but really, I have to say this car, it feels special. All right, it feels special, and they don't make cars like this anymore. So it's nice. I just can't